A major escalation of rioting continues across London for a third straight day and has now spread to a third city. Scenes like this of violence and looting were sparked by a police shooting. And it is getting much worse. Rioters have begun setting buildings on fire. A 100-year-old furniture store was among the latest casualties, forcing nearby homes to be evacuated. Well, tonight, British officials are calling the scenes sheer opportunistic criminality and thuggery. A local woman is in the heart of all of this violence, and her mother is watching in fear as it continues to unfold. Both women spoke exclusively to News Channel 5's Rochelle Ritchie tonight. Rochelle's joining us with the story this evening. Rochelle?
Shannon and Jay, the 25-year-old woman lives on the outskirts of London in an area called Clapham Junction. She says in the last 72 hours, her once peaceful neighborhood has turned into a place of looting and explosive violence.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Speaking to us by phone, 25-year-old Jessica Fontaine, a graduate of Dreyfoos School of Arts and the University of Florida, describes a scene of organized chaos and uncertainty.
Right now, there have been 2 fires set about 150 feet from my house. Riot police are everywhere. They're chasing them down our streets, down our alleyways. There's helicopters over my head with a spotlight on our street. I can't believe what I'm looking at.
Fontaine works at the London Stock Exchange, which is just a few miles from the heart of the violence. She says it's now spread all over.
I'm getting emails and texts from my friends in Greenwich, and they're also on fire. And Croydon's on fire, and Camden Town is on fire. It seems like, I don't know, there's very few places in London that are safe right now.
Her mother lives in West Palm Beach, and they're keeping contact by phone. The phone calls escalate as the violence thousands of miles east escalates too.
That's pretty scary, Jessica.
Kim Fontaine says since news of the riots circulated, she's been glued to her television and clutching her phone.
And my heart's been racing, and every time she calls, I'm panicking. I'm like, what is going to happen next?
Her daughter says the riots were sparked after a 29-year-old man was shot and killed by police just weeks after some officers were allowed to carry firearms.
They're teenagers, and they're absolutely out of control. They're wearing scary masks, scarves around their face. They're wearing hoods.
Fontaine's mother says until the violence stops, she can't rest.
I can only sympathize right now, seriously, with the parents that have their children in Iraq, because I feel like I'm going through the same thing.
And Fontaine says the rioters are using Twitter to stay organized and plan their next point of attack. I'm Rochelle Ritchie, WPTV News Channel 5.
Rochelle, thank you.